Hello and welcome, my arachnid crocodilian hybrids. How you doing this wonderful day? It is SJB here, and I've got a present for you guys. Check out this delicious start, by the way, using only a few $100s to get started in here so we can get our hero very early on. What we're going to do is we're going to leave our boomerang on last here, not first or close, just so we can get that extra popping power out of this, hopefully. And hopefully not lose any lives before round 9 or so, and when we can finally get our hero going in here. Now, this strategy is going to be one of those really weird ones. It's going to be difficult to... Oh, here we go. Green balloon's already sneaking through, man. Got to go a little faster. But we lose just one road spike life. That's not bad. Because we're playing on Impoppable right now, not on Chimps mode. Which, to me, is a pretty big deal, at least kind of reasonably helpful. What I want to get now is I want to get an improved rangs, fast-throwing boomerang. We're probably going to chill with just this guy for now. I don't think I'm going to go much higher than that. I just wanted something to kind of keep me in the game here, get rid of some of these group balloons, so we can start to make some real plays happen. Oh, and if you guys are feeling extra generous today, if you guys are just like, yeah, Chris, you're awesome, and I love you, and I want to hook you up, man. Make sure you guys press that like button for me, you know? If you're not feeling generous, that's okay. You know, some of you guys are stingy out there and I want to give away those free likes. You know, I feel you, I feel you. You're like, oh, it's too much work to press that button down there, Chris. All right, that's fine. You know, it's up to you. But if you want to, hey, thanks for being generous. You know, that's unbelievable of you. Because currently we're on round 19 right now. And we've already got to use our ability here. I think we're going to go for a few more upgrades on my boomerang over here. Because I want to keep these balloons down to a minimum. And soon, though, we're going to get our lead to gold upgrade. This is where things are going to really start to change for us. Now, Etienne. We don't get anything special here until, I think, level 7 for this guy. It's actually pretty wild here, man. We're getting nothing going on in here. In fact, let's hope we don't lose. It's pretty close, but yeah, we're going to survive at least till this round here. Etienne. 2 drones. That's what I really need here. I need that second drone to really give me that extra power. Good thing, 24, we do have that cam detection. 25, we got regen balloons coming in. But yeah, at this point, we got a lot of random acid pool action and stuff like that. And here it is, lead to gold. It's a fairly important upgrade, though. Don't underestimate how important lead to gold is. Another, oh, lucky road spikes there, guys. Delicious. We're going to throw down our drones here for round 26. And now we need to start thinking long-term. This is where it gets sort of weird. We're going to spend $350. We're going to get rid of some of these random corns over here. We're going to go for 2 towers in particular here. We're going to start off with a mortar. All right, check out this lead to gold action, by the way. Delicious money! That's super duper important. Like, super duper important to get that guy. And we're also... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, I screwed up. Oh, I screwed up, guys. My strategy's falling apart already. That's okay. That's okay. We're going to make it work. We got so much money, we don't care. We don't even care. I should have gone for my heli pilot first before my mortar. But that's okay. We got the heli pallet now. Basically what we did was we lost probably about $200-300 or something like that because we didn't get our 2/3 price heli pallet. We had to use a full price heli and got a 2/3 price mortar, which we don't really care about very much, to be honest. But everything's already coming together here. These are going to be our main 2 towers we're going to use together to kind of make everything happen for us. So let's get rid of this grass as well. We're going to throw down our village pretty soon. We're going to be powering up both of these towers with our village. And any other towers that we want to pop in here as well, which is pretty important. So we can get this bigger radius going on. Make sure we got everything in range over here. Let's make it happen. Bigger radius. Is it in range? It is! All right, so everybody's got in range here. We don't need to worry about the camo detection, though, which is why things are going to be extra specially interesting. So we're trying to save some money here by getting both the monkey business and the monkey commerce. What? Yeah, boys! That's how we do it in these pots. Everybody's got camo detection for the rest of the game here. We're making extra cash off our lead to gold here, but we don't have that rubber to gold yet, which is really where the money starts to roll in. So we got to start getting that to happen soon, but first, I want my quad darts. All right, I feel like just with the quad darts, we should be able to survive here. Oh, look at this money. Oh, yes, give me that juicy, delicious money here. And we're probably good until round 40. All right, so we got rubber to gold going for us. That's pretty helpful over here. I think I'm going to go for my pursuit upgrade, and because I have cam detection and I'm not going to need it, I'm going to go for the bottom path, faster darts and faster firing, which is the more important upgrade for us. And we have to make sure that we use our drones for round 40 here, which is going to be the really important part for us. But we're making extra cash. Always a good thing. Let's get that bigger blast and balloon buster. And let's micro just a little bit here. Let's pop out the drones just a second early for us. And this should be able to stop around 40 without too many issues. Oh, a little closer than I wanted it to be, but my micro was terrible. Like, literally terrible. And now things are going to start to hopefully come together properly. Because we're going to get our shell shock and mortar. And we're going to go for the fast reload and super rapid reload here. And we're going to go for our jungle drums, so everybody's shooting extra specially fast. And on top of all of that juiciness, we're going to go for our alchemist over here, which is going to power all these guys up. So admittedly, this is a strategy that's kind of difficult to get going in the middle, in the like very front end of the game. But it's going to be very heavy for the end part of the game, where we really care about getting everything to work together properly. So we're going to go Berserker Brew. We're going to go for that strongest Nim. And we're going to go for that, actually, I'm going to pull something off really ridiculous for you guys. All right, check this out. In the middle of the round, we're going to sell this boomerang. We're going to buy this monkey town. It might seem like a little bit of a waste, but trust me, it's going to make us so much extra money in the long run here. You guys are going to love me. All right, that means my mortar and my heli pilot, which are doing, I would say most of the pops, are really kind of keeping us in the game right now. And making us delicious amounts of money. Because Etienne's doing something, 6,600, I mean 3,000, all right. This guy's got 2,000, 15,000, though, delicious. And that's going to allow us to get the big one. So balloons are going to no longer be an issue for us. And don't forget, he's got automatic camo detection. Now check out this perfect positioning right here. All right, extra cash for killing balloons. Extra popping power for getting an alchemist, extra damage on all the regular balloons, and then the mobs are a little bit tricky for now. Watch what we're going to get in the long term here, which is going to change that completely. All right, guys, things are like really coming together now. I feel like we've got a really good defense. I feel like we're making extra money. You know, this is around 58 coming out here, and they're just not an issue at all. Balloons are nothingness to us, and I'm not even having to reposition my mortar or anything like that. I think Etienne is an important part of the strategy because he does give us that free camo detection. Even though mortars and heli pilots are easily done up by a village, there's always other ways to do it. So we're going to go Apache Dart ship here, and then, believe it or not, here's going to be our two main endgame towers. The Apache Prime and the biggest one. When you combine these two guys together, you get nearly unstoppable force, but you have to use them properly. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean in the late game here. I'm going to hope that I actually lose or have to exit out to show you that it's not about leaving this guy in pursuit. It's about microing yourself. And that might not be something that a lot of people want to do, but trust me on it, man. Near the late game, 90 plus. If you do that, you're going to be a god at BTD6, all right? It's not hard to micro either. It's not like you have to move your mouse all over the place. You just kind of leave him at the front of the map. Just let him do his thing. Let him pop the Moab. So I feel like right around these rounds, 74 to 80 or so, are the rounds where you're like, I don't make that much extra cash, usually. But in this situation, it's not even the rubber to gold that's making us a lot of money. He's actually not even doing that much of anything at this point, realistically. I mean, he did do a lot at the beginning part of the game, and he probably will still do a little bit in the end part of the game. But right now, he's not doing much. It's all about this village. So, what I would recommend doing is if you don't want to super farm or something like that, this is a great way to play the game. Get a good defense going, get a few things that kind of just make you extra cash, and then don't go farm crazy. I think way too many people go farm crazy and think they need to get a $500,000 defense to defend and then just greed it out too hard. You don't need to greed it out too hard, man. Just let the game kind of play itself, and then when you're ready, man, I mean, look at this already. We can get Apache Prime on round 78 with no farms and just a few ways of making income. A tiny little baby alchemist and our monkey city. All right, that's fantastic if you ask me. Apache Prime before round 80, and we are not unstoppable, but pretty gosh darn close so far. This strategy is straight up sauce. All right, this thing is, you know what, you guys want to tell you a story? Let me tell you guys a story. So one of my friends, he is very well known for making too much food. Okay, that's the best way I can explain him. And the best story that I can tell you about him making too much food was the one time that we went out, and he's like, don't worry, my dad has this amazing pasta sauce recipe. It is amazing, and it's perfect in every way. And it's fantastic. We're like, okay, all right, feed us some freaking spaghetti, man. So he's like, don't worry. What we need is like all these cans of stuff and everything. We went to the store. We got all these cans of mozzarella sauce and tomatoes and pastes and like all the stuff. It's probably like $30 like of canned goods of stuff. He gets it all set up and everything. He makes the sauce, and we're just kind of letting him go, let him do his own thing. By the way, this is a community fund of money here. All the stuff that he buys comes out of the community fund. All right, so he makes this sauce, and when we're like, dude, do you really need that big of a pot for just the sauce? He's like, yeah, that's just what we do for my family. I'm like, oh, okay. So he ends up with, oh wow, Etienne made his level 20 already. Holy crap! And it's time, baby. Biggest one. This is the combo to end all combos. All right, I'm actually still curious if we're gonna lose. I don't know yet. I want to lose, believe it or not. I'm not gonna spend any more money. I want to lose, probably around 98 or 99. But if we don't lose, this will be perfect, and I'll get to show you guys the supreme power of micro. So we make all this sauce, everybody eats, and we literally ate probably 5% of the sauce. All right, and we're just like, what are we gonna do with this sauce? So we're at a cabin at this point, and they're like, do we just throw it out? I'm like, yeah, we can throw it out, but there's literally 5 gallons of sauce here. Well, first of all, why would you make 5 gallons of sauce for even 100 people? You have too much sauce here, dude. What have you been doing? He's like, yeah, we eat it plain. We eat it in a bowl. I'm like, no, you don't. There's no freaking way you just eat sauce out of a bowl. That is just ridiculous. So I'm telling the story pretty bad here, but we're like, what do we do with this sauce? Can we just dump it outside? Well, we were worried if we dump it outside, we're going to get animals. So we couldn't dump it outside. We didn't want to throw it in a garbage bag, because if that garbage bag breaks or leaks or something like that, you've got red staining sauce literally everywhere, which is not a good thing at all. So we decided, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to have to get rid of it another way. We're going to have to flush it down the toilet. This was my idea, by the way. I was like, what else can we do with it? Flush it down the toilet. I mean, what are you going to do? So I take the pot, and I'm dumping this thing in the toilet, and I'm just like doing it kind of slow here, and it gets to the point where the toilet actually flushes itself, you know? And it's a meat sauce, by the way. You know, it's not just regular tomato sauce. It's a meat sauce. So this thing is trying to flush itself. It's starting to, it's not just started to clog the toilet, it does clog the toilet. So we're sitting there with just red sauce all over like the bathroom and the toilet, and we're trying to get a plunger and trying to plunge it and shooting red juices everywhere. And we're like, dude, we can't leave it like this. What the heck are we gonna do? So eventually we're just like, let's let it sit for a little while and see if the septic tank doesn't overflow or something like that, and we could eventually get this to happen. So by the way, I'm expecting to lose on around 95 here. Let's see if we can survive. Looks pretty bad here. I didn't use any of my abilities, but there's no way we're going to beat this just like this. No way. All right, guys, we're pulling off something uber fancy right now. We are going to get a perma-brew on my 2 main towers over here. And we're going to hope that that's enough to stop it with an Etienne combo. And that should be enough to get these guys done. I did have to sell my village to make this happen, though, which isn't like the end of the world or anything like that, because the bottom path wasn't really doing very much at this point anymore. Sure, it makes us a little bit of extra cash, but it's not ridiculously important. But what I want you guys to watch now is my Heli Pilot play. So the Apache Prime is really, really good against not Bloons, but Moab class Bloons. All right, he demolishes BFB class, Oh My God class, even the bad balloon. Just straight up demolishes this thing. So what you want to do is leave him at the very front of the map and let him shoot through as many Moabs as he possibly can. And then what you do is with your biggest one, you do the cleanup work. All right, and it works out perfectly. So to finish up the story, we've got a clogged toilet. We've got tomato sauce everywhere. It's not in the toilet anymore. It's in the bathroom all over the place. It's just a mess. We still have 3 gallons of tomato sauce left. We're like, what the heck do we do? I'm like, well, let's try another toilet, man. Maybe this is the bad toilet. So we go to a different bathroom, and we're just pouring sauce everywhere, dude. Everywhere, wherever it goes, the sauce needs to be used up. Check out 98, by the way. Ridiculous. Usually one of the most difficult rounds in the game. 0 issues with this combo right here. Beautiful. Admittedly, though, they are alchemized pretty hardcore here, so they're definitely really, really powerful at this point. But that's okay. We use that to our advantage. So we wait a little while. Eventually, we get the guys we get the toilets to not be clogged anymore. Oh! So yeah, after all is said and done, basically, we got the pasta sauce to go down the toilet. Eventually, it was quite a bit of work, admittedly, but but it all went down in the end. And we just had to clean up the ridiculous amounts of pasta sauce, kind of all over the bathroom everywhere. But yeah, we ended up flushing it all down the toilet, like 5 gallons of pasta sauce. I mean, like, we'd love to donate it, or like, you know, feed the world of all their hunger with the ridiculous amount of pasta sauce that we had, but there's nothing else we could do. There was just nothing else we could do at that point. Couldn't feed the raccoons, man. They'd come back for more or invade the house or something like that. So here it is to finish off round 100. We've got just a few DDTs to take down and a few Oh My Gods. And overall, a fairly successful strategy. The one thing that I will say that actually surprised me about the strategy was the lack. Ooh, 990 bucks. Nice. Was the lack of DDT popping power. I still feel like no matter what I did, even with a perma brew on these guys, without perishing potions, maybe that would have helped, but probably not much. Even with that, we still struggled against DDTs, especially on round 99. So you need to get something that can help against those guys, whether it's a Moab glue or an Icicle Impale, or even go crazy, man, and get that super glue going. That's another really good DDT popper as well, but you probably want to put him a little bit closer to the middle of the map so you don't end up overwhelming yourself with Moab class balloons. Any which way, that's about all I'm going to have for you guys today. Hopefully you enjoyed this weird video, and hopefully you enjoyed my weird pasta sauce extravaganza here. It was definitely an experience, to say the least. But DDTs are going to lead to our demise here, and pretty quick, too. Around 102. That's pretty sad. But thanks so much for watching, and have a super-duper delicious day.